RILLKIIL. Real quick, I just wanted to touch on what Peter asked. He said, "What did you guys think of the AI Drake diss track? That shit was cool. I think that people were giving him a hard time for what he did. Was it much? It was a lot.
What AI diss track?
He dropped the AI diss track with him and Snoop Dogg and Tupac, but Snoop Dogg and Tupac were AI, and they were Drake rapping the lyrics.
But it was really Drake?
Yeah. So he had Tupac's voice.
Like, why Snoop Dogg?
I guess he chose two West Coast legends. It's another Kendrick diss.
Oh, okay. I might have heard that and didn't realize that was Drake.
I didn't really even like it. Like, it was cool. It was innovative for what he did, but I think he could have left it at where he was at. In my opinion, it was already 1-1. You know what I mean? So
I think, but
did he try to back him?
I don't know the Taylor Swift freestyle. That's the name of it.
It's
Taylor Swift. Yeah, Taylor Swift freestyle. I don't know if
I did listen to that. Yeah.
I don't know if that was supposed to be before push-ups or after push-ups.
Nah, that was definitely after push-ups.
Because in that song he said, "The next one I do is gonna take the coward out of you," and then that's what he actually said in push-up. This is the song that's gonna get the coward out of you. So I'm kind of confused.
No, I think he's just got more. He's got more in the tuck.
I think it's more like he's going with like sort of mantras.
I'm not going to go back to back. I'm about to go back to back to back.
See, that's not. But you can't play those games with Kendrick because now Drake just looks like Budden. When Budden was doing like 6-5 diss tracks on Drake and Drake wasn't responding. Kendrick put out a verse that was featured on an album and hasn't said anything this entire time, and niggas is just running around with their heads chopped off. That's pretty.
Drake should have just dropped it and then left it where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, he should have just dropped the one push-ups and called it a day.
However, I don't think like who wants to wait like 6 months in between each response. You know what I mean?
It shouldn't be like
a couple months.
It shouldn't be like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm pissed that Kendrick hasn't said anything. Because I feel like as Kendrick Lamar, you've had enough time. You've had 10 days to write a verse. I could write a verse in 10 days.
I say to respond. Let's say this before we go. What's the appropriate amount of time you have to respond before it becomes like, all right, what's going on, man?
So
I'd say 3, maybe 4 weeks, and I know that's a whole month. No, you know what? I'll say 2 to 3 weeks.
I was just gonna say 4 weeks. Yeah, a month.
A month.
Yeah,
a month is fair.
Damn, y'all are fairer than me. Hey, if they could solve a crime in 48 hours,
you could diss a nigga in 48 hours.
You should, yeah. Well, no, I'm looking because I don't want to be like, oh, let's just rush it. I get it. There should be a point in the beef where they do start just throwing out freestyles on each other. Right now is not that point.
No,
like let it crescendo a little bit. Let it build up. Take some punches, and then you start throwing out shit every 2 weeks.
Now everything's battle rap.
Yeah, I'm saying how I wanted to.
Gotta get some more ammo.
It's all wrestling to me. I wanted to play out like
storylines.
Yeah. Let it build up, and then fucking all out brawl, haymakers.
Okay.
Even in the
super kick party.
Even in the storyline, when one's doing a promo, the other one will come out to interrupt and just have a face off in the ring. That's the 48-hour disc.
That's where we're not there yet, though.
No.
Well, it usually happens in the beginning, halfway in the middle, and then at the end.
Yeah. There's got to be like some.
That's the beginning one.
Some building to it. So, yeah, right now I think we're at that point. A month is fine because we do want. Right now we're in the stage of the beef that we want quality songs, quality beefs.
Yes.
Not just lyrics being thrown back and forth. You make some songs about each other and then you fucking take the gloves off.
After a month, I'm gonna start asking some questions.
After Kendrick responds, I think is where that sparks off.
Balls in his court.
Yeah. Respond with something heavy, and then that's when you guys start fucking just dropping shit. Yeah.
I agree.
It took way more than a month for him to drop that verse since first person shooter.
I kind of disagree with what you're saying though, as far as Drake's perception. I think he's looking more like, let's go, I'm fucking ready.
No, I think Drake is keeping it hip hop. I'm not saying his. I didn't like the AI thing. I thought that was corny.
I see where you're coming from.
But in terms of the push ups, I think push ups was raw. And to keep it 1,000, Drake's the only one keeping it hip hop. J. Cole apologized.
But I think Drake is smart. I might not like him. You might not like him. Wonder hates him, right? Wonder's a huge fan. Drake is smart, and I think he knows Kendrick. And I said this last time. I said this actually on our Misfit Nation radio. Good way to promote, right? We did our best battles, kind of our favorite battle songs. Maybe we'll do a part 2. But I said this on there, that I think Drake knows that Kendrick takes way longer to write. He's not as efficient as Drake is. So I think Drake right now is just going to flood it so that he has quantity. You know what I mean?
Stifle it with quantity.
Yeah. And almost have like Kendrick, like, fuck, what do I even respond to?
Not going to work. Kendrick lived with that. He lived
a lot of pressure on Kendrick right now, but go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
Pressure make diamonds or burst pipes. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But as the Kendrick fan, he's on the clock. After a month, I'm looking at you funny. For sure. I'm looking at you funny.
And I don't think we get a response within a month. How long has it been so far? Since push-ups.
It's only been 2 weeks, really.
Hasn't been
10
very
days.
long. Yeah.
10 days. That's it.
You did say that.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. Okay. But
So
then
we'll
see, here's the thing though, is when Kendrick drops his next one, I bet you Drake has another fucking 2 or 3.
That's where it get dicey.
Yeah.
Now, I believe when Kendrick does drop, he's going to have more lined up for that very same reason. So I think it'll be all right.
Got you.
That's why it's taking so long. He got to have them all lined up.
Yeah, I think that's just Drake's strategy right now. That's what I think. Is he's just going to flood the market and then kind of confuse Kendrick a little bit. It's almost like throwing out a whole bunch of things and Kendrick's getting hit from all directions, doesn't know where to go.
Right.
So I think it's a very smart strategy. So I'll disagree with you on that part. Real quick, before we go, Misfit Rank said, what do you guys think of the Chris Brown Quavo diss? I didn't listen to it yet. Did you guys?
Chris Brown murdered that nigga.
Chris Brown actually did murder that guy. Chris Brown killed that nigga.
Yeah.
Chris Brown murdered that nigga. Now, I will say.
And Quavo did respond in 48 hours.
Yeah, he did.
And it was trash.
Just for that, there's 1-1. There's 1-1 right now. Chris Brown with a slight edge.
Wait, when did Quavo get a win?
He released a diss track yesterday, I think.
Yeah, he dropped one within 48 hours.
No, because you said it's 1-1.
Yeah.
So Quavo got one on.
Quavo actually. Chris Brown snapped harder, but Quavo hit him with some bangers on his.
I feel like Quavo snapped a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying it's like kind of a draw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
So that match shall continue.
I see. I got to listen to it. I haven't. I meant to, but I kind of forgot about it because I don't give a shit.
Check it out, man. All right.
Yeah. But I heard Chris Brown was rap. I mean, Chris Brown used to be a rapper.
He did great.
Yeah.
He did great.
Okay.